Man, look, it's quite simple. Press the free like button. If you remember the hashtag Free Ali from 2 years ago, man, I will never forget that hashtag. Look, man, if I was a booker, I would have gave Ali a cop gimmick. I feel like that would have saved his career. But in hindsight, he didn't want to be saved. I bet you are wondering, why am I so heartless? Why am I so cold when it comes to another man losing his job? But that's not what this is about. I'm not concerned about the other people who got cut. I'm only focusing on Mustafa Ali. That's the guy that I got my eyes on. He deserved to get fired. He brought it on himself. And here's why. Don't feel sorry for this guy. Dog, 2 years ago, this dude was crying about wanting to be released. It's like, it's crazy how you fucking wrestling fans, you got a short-term memory. You only want to remember shit if it fits your false narrative, which is sad. Why feel sorry for him? Dude, this is what he wanted. But I'm glad that they cut him on their terms. That's called payback, bitch. Nah, bro. You don't go on your terms. We will let you go on our terms, bitch. And that's what they did. It's like, it's crazy. Like 2 years ago, people were saying hashtag Free Ali. Okay, bitch, keep that same energy. He's free. Shouldn't you be celebrating? Why are you crying? This is what you wanted. He's free now. Oh, right, he was fired, huh? He was fired out of nowhere, though, right? But it's fine when he wants to be released. But it's bad when the company does it on their terms. Nah, bitch, this is business. And he was not good for their business. He brought it on himself. And this is the first time ever that I say, okay, that guy, don't feel sorry for him. He should get fired. He brought it on himself. Imagine trying to feel sorry for a guy who wanted to get released 2 years ago. It's like, nah, bitch, that's not how this works. Like, nah, bro. I was happy that that guy finally got released. This dude has been with that company since 205 Live, ever since Enzo was still with the company, and this guy hasn't come close to winning a title. But the main point is, I knew his days was numbered when Brock Lesnar said, hey, get a life, kid. I loved that Brock Lesnar said that shit to him. I'm like, hell yeah, he should get life. Because this was the same guy that was bitching, crying, and complaining about how Brock took his spot in the Money in the Bank. Because all these marks were saying that Ali was supposed to have won that briefcase, which would have been awful in hindsight. That would have been an awful choice for him to win the Money in the fucking Bank. Are you serious? That was insane. Dog, that might have been a rumor. There's no way in hell Vince would have chosen him for the Money in the goddamn Bank. Like him? Like what? Like, this dude has dropped the ball on his own career so many times, bruh. It's like, he was the reason that Kofi Mania was a thing, right? Because Kofi, he actually took his spot in that match to decide who was going to go to the Money in the Bank. Yeah, I believe Ali got injured by Orton. And then Kofi actually took his spot in that gauntlet match. See, that was supposed to have been Ali. But here is the thing. There's no guarantee that Ali would have gotten over. Because nobody knew who the fuck he was. Like, there's no way he would have gotten over to the point of a Kobe Kingston. There's no way in hell. He doesn't have that kind of relationship with the audience like a Kofi Kingston does. Like the New Day, the Boom Days. Kofi has a rapport with the audience. People want to see him go further. People love that they were trying to push Kofi because people felt like Kofi should have been a world champion a long time ago. So that's why the audience was behind him. They wouldn't have got behind Ali in that match. There's no way in hell. You can't feel sorry for Ali. It's hard. It's like, look, he just don't have it. Okay, he just don't have it. I don't know what people seeing him. It's insane. Since day one, I've never seen the big deal about him. It's like, I don't get it. It's like he has such a big ego. It's like, bro, you've been there for like 8-9 years and you've never won a title. What's the big deal about him? That's crazy, huh? If he was so good, how come they never gave him a shot at any titles? Not a tag team title, not the fucking 24/7 title, no titles. Listen, if you can't win the Cruiserweight Championship, that's a you problem. Because, oh my gosh, dude, Akira Tozawa is a jobber now, right? He's a former Cruiserweight champion. Ali never had that belt. A belt that's gone now. Let that sink in. If he's so good, how come he never sniffed the Cruiserweight Championship? Remember, oh, he was heart and soul of 205 Live. Okay, how? Really? He was the only guy that never won a title on that show. Fucking Enzo won a title. I think what's his name? Something, PJP or something like that. He won a title. Fucking Buddy Murphy. So many people won a title on that show. That's crazy. It's like, you can't win a worthless title on a show that nobody watches. That's when I knew, okay, he don't have it. Because, dude, fucking Leo Rush had the damn Cruiserweight Championship. Angel Garza. The list goes on and on of people who had that belt. Fucking Rich Swann had it. Cedric Alexander had it. So many people had that title. A title that's now gone, and he couldn't win it. It's like, I don't get people like, what's the big deal about him? His promos are not that good. He cries and whines in all of his promos. Bro, they tried with this guy. They gave him his own faction. They changed his gimmick multiple times. He was always on TV, and yet that still was not good enough for him. I'm like, bro, they gave you your own faction, and I said it a long time ago. If you would have gave Adam Coleslaw that faction, they would have gotten over. A Sami Zayn, a KO, hell, CM Junk would have gotten Retribution over. A guy that can talk can get that group over. Who else? Fucking Max. So many people who can talk that could have gotten that group over. And now half that group is gone. They all got fired. So here's my thing. When it comes to Ali, I don't feel sorry for him. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm seeing all these tweets and shit. How are people hurt or shocked that Ali got released? The same guy that asked the company 2 years ago to release him. And this dude, he actually unfollowed the company on Twitter 2 years ago. Do you need to go down memory lane? Remember, hashtag free Ali. I will never forget that. That's the way he wanted. He was on Twitter crying about wanting to get released. Dog, it's in my memory brain forever. I don't feel sorry for that guy, ever. That company did right by you, bro. The WWF, they did right by you. You just don't have it. If you can't win the worthless Cruiserweight Championship, bro, it's not for you. Okay, you are a jobber for life. I'm sorry. You are a jobber for life. If you are not good enough to win the Cruiserweight Championship, a belt that's gone, you can't win that crap, bro, you don't have it. You just don't have the it factor. So out of all the guys that got released, I don't care about him. Like, why? How am I being harsh if this is what he wanted? Oh, now he wants to play victim. Like, what? I know, bro. That's not how this works. You can't play victim from something that you asked for 2 years ago. That's not how life works. Man, I love how the WWF did him. 2 years ago, he asked to be released, and Vince said no. Now, 2 years ago, they fired him out of nowhere. They got him on a blindside firing, which he deserves. Bro, if you are a fan of his, you should be happy. You can't have things both ways. You can't cry 2 years ago saying hashtag free Ali. Now, 2 years ago, you were crying that he got released and he's gone now. This is what he wanted, you stupid dumb bitch. Look, Ali, look, I don't know what you marks see in him. It's insane. There's no way in hell he would have gotten over as Kofi did, and they did right by him. It's like, if your company gave you your own faction, that's a sign that it's either sink or swim, and that guy drowned. Seriously, that dude drowned. They gave him a shot. You can't say they didn't give him a shot. He just drowned. When you drowned, that's on you. Because if your boss gives you your own group to be the fucking leader of, that means, okay, they are trying to put you over. They are trying to work with you. Because that is a high responsibility, being the leader of your own faction. But he has no talent. That's all. He just has no talent. Because there's so many guys, fucking Austin Theory would have gotten that faction over. LA Cosplay would have gotten that group over. The list goes on and on. Grayson Waller would have gotten that group over. The list goes on and on. Cody Rhodes would have gotten that group over. Enzo would have gotten that group over. Like I said, bro, the list goes on and on of guys I know that would have been happy to work with that group. But Ali just has no talent. So once Brock said, get a life, kid, man, once he said to get a life, kid, I knew his days was numbered. I'm like, bro, if you were on Brock's shit list, bro, you on thin ice. Just like Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle was on thin ice. Bro, if Brock don't like you, you on thin ice. And Ali, bro, you brought it on yourself with your cocky attitude like you're better than what you really are. By that same logic, where is your cruiserweight title on your resume? You don't have it. On a show that nobody watches, and they still had no faith to make you a cruiserweight champion? It's like, bro, that's a sign. It's not for you. You are a jobber for life. Now, where should he go after this? To me, he should stay away from all elite wrestling. He needs to take his ass to Impact Wrestling and just fucking stay there. I feel like he's tailor-made for Impact Wrestling. Hold on, what's that dude's name? Oh, that's the name. TJP. Dude, he won the Cruiserweight Championship. It's like, dude, the list goes on and on of so many jobbers that have won the Cruiserweight Championship. It's like, bro, Santos Escobar won it. Bro, they don't care about that belt. Hell, JD McDonough won that belt. Like I said, they don't care about that championship. Like, there was marks that were telling me, oh yeah, Ali, he's above that title. No, he was not. Because damn near 8 years later, he is now leaving the company with no titles under his resume. So yeah, I knew he didn't have the it factor. So to make a long story short, he needs to take his ass to Impact Wrestling. I think he would do well there. I feel like he will be great for the X division. So my advice, stay away from all elite wrestling. Okay, I'm done.